sent their way. Who needs love? Who needs love?
To all my people in the struggle, you think God's forgotten about you.
Who needs love? Who needs love?
To anyone who have called the police on me and have not been woman or man enough to come to me and apologize to me, I'm better than you. To anyone who picked on me, called me names, belittled my character, and have not came back and apologized to me, I am better than you. To all the people who abused me when I was a small little child, you know who you are. And you have not came back and asked me for an apology. I am better than you. Getting inside the minds who are guided by the real supremacists in the government, the Senate, the House, all your local city leaders, DAs, sheriffs, police chiefs, attorneys, lawyers. Those are your supremacists. The lower levels, which is the actual idiots who go out and act out on all these laws that the supremacists set forth to these idiots, those are your racists. And those other idiots who goes out, shoot up schools, bomb places like Timothy McVeigh, those are the Aryan nations. Those are the lower grade supremacy. You know, you have three levels. You have the lower grade, which is the loners, the white boys who wasn't able to get the girls in school. They watch other people get the girls. They're very jealous-hearted. They see black people gaining more power and money than they have, and it sort of blows their mind. And they don't like it because they don't have that ability. You know, they see a player like a Jay-Z get a Beyonce or something of that nature, you know. Instead of them trying to step their game up and say, why can't I be like that? They don't like that. They want to see us suffer. So they are the right recruits for the real supremacists who sets all the laws and put everything in motion for these idiots to go and follow them out. It's something about power everybody can't handle. How many times you done been to parties and y'all had a few drinks and some people, after a drink or two, they pass out. They black out. Now I want to speak to the drug users. Think about the times when you go out and y'all try to socialize with drug use and some people just use drugs and they can't handle it. The drugs take power over their minds, make them do stupid stuff, make them sell their soul, steal anything that's around them. Some people, they could use drugs socially and go to work the next day. Same thing with power. You know, these white folks done had 400 and plus years to play around with power. And they finally got a grip on how power worked. They just woke up to that. Before, they were just using brute force, slavery, and beating people and hanging people and Just wouldn't allow no one to have education, wouldn't even allow anybody to vote. You know, you had to get off the sidewalk for a white person. They was using brute power. They're more dangerous now because they know how to put their racist views, their power, they use their power through the laws, through the courts, through the judges, through the Senate, through the House, through the mayors, through the police chiefs, through the sheriffs. And I don't give a damn if they Republican, Democrats, Independents. It doesn't matter. That law, which is the supreme head leader of the supremacist movement, is called the law. That is what drives the whole wheel, makes the whole wheel turn. And they use this thing called law, or you can say constitution, to give the white race the full advantage over any other race that has entered the United States of America. Power is very intoxicating. It is overwhelmingly dangerous to a society of black people. They can't handle power. They give them a gun and get them a badge and tell them your enemies is the black community. They are destroying our country. They are tearing up the fiber of America. Of course, they come at black people in several different ways. They use their idiots called polices. And I don't want to hear this about some polices are bad. All of them are. If you join a organization like a police department or a sheriff department, or just say a law enforcement, and you know the history of the police department against black people, you are joining their organization. You are just as guilty as they are. If you join them, you are a part of the problem. If you are a good guy, find another profession to go in, like being a civil rights lawyer, someone who can help the black community, not go in there and give those white folks power over us. You're just as guilty. When they put that gun and that badge in these white folks' supremacist movement, and they never been nowhere in their life, never had the good girls, never were popular in school, came from old broke down ass household, they get that gun and that badge, and they be done looked at all these rap videos of these young black rappers out here throwing money at the screen, have the beautifulest girls in the world that they would never be able to touch unless they paid them. And you know, they shut down back pay, so a lot of white boys' pussy level have dropped beyond low. They go out and abuse their power. And they think about all the rap videos they done seen. And they want to take it out on black people. They can't get to the rappers because, you know, the rappers is like president. They always protected. They always have their crew with them. They're not going to even try the rappers. So they just pick on the locals. Somebody who, like Jane Bird, young man, he was young when it happened, but he was just out enjoying his life. He was in the country, a country town in Texas called Jasper, Texas. He was just enjoying his life. He just wanted to go out, have a few drinks, just like a lot of black men do in rural areas. They go out and have a few drinks and like to just party. You know, they just like to hang out, socialize, do natural stuff. And just like the devil, they'll always make friends with you until they can get you cornered to where they can unleash all the anger and frustration from being a loner. All their life, they want to take it out on you. It's just like Jeffrey Dahmer. He was a loner. Wasn't never given any attention. So he took all his frustrations and all of his built up, pent up anger out on black men. That's who these polices are, the Jeffrey Dahmers, John Berry and Sean Berry and all of them did that to our brother, Shane Bird, out in Jasper, Texas. Those are who the cops are, the polices. They are that same demographic of white boys. Half of them didn't go far in school. They had to work on farms all their life. They had to look up at other people all their life. Poor, white, dumb, uneducated, and controlled by their narrative. Kill our kids. Which is a shame that they would do stuff like that. Everybody can't handle power. Just like everybody can't handle money. We look at our black family on the unsung episodes on TV, and every last one of them start out bright, singing, young, aspiring. They all went through very traumatic experiences in their life. And most of those experiences are brought on by evil society, white people who see the opportunity to put them on chemical dependency, introduce them to white women who set them up. If it's true about the Bible, look at Samson and Delilah story. That's a prime example. They brought a real fair-skinned, pretty, what they call beautiful white woman to him and lulled him to sleep. Cut his hair off, took away his strength, if it's true. Speaking of white women are the most retarded natured beast of a human being I have ever met, seen, or dealt with in my life. Y'all have been programmed to be retarded. Y'all was never taught anything to do but how to lay on y'all backs and keep popping out bastard children for these no good bastard racist white supremacists, so y'all kids will be able to come up and rule black communities, put foots and knees on black men's necks, kill us, and get away with it. Now, if there's a white woman who hear me and she have awakened and she are living the truth and she are applying the truth to her life, then forgive me. I stand corrected for you. There are some beautiful, educated white women who's not going to deal with that white supremacist ideology. I salute those white women. I just have never met one. I seen y'all on TV playing the role, marry a black man. Power only belongs to the Creator, the source of it. All this white man-made power was created through a evil society, a very evil society who have brought all type of famines, diseases, anything else they can bring to a black person's lives to try to destroy us. Power. This is the reason why police do stupid shit. They get that gun and that badge in their hand, and that power goes straight to their minds. And all they be waiting on the opportunity to find the situation that they can exalt and take all of their frustrations and anger out on a black person. Jesus was a black person. Stop it, white folks. Snap out of it. Accept it. Learn to accept the things that you cannot change, just like y'all 12-step program advised y'all to do. Accept the things that you cannot change. Jesus was a black man. And the proof that I have that Jesus was a black man, they investigated Jesus his whole life because all Jesus was doing was standing up for equality. He wanted the poor people to have a chance with his Father, with our Father. The Lord of all creation, God Allah, gave all of us the equal rights. Who are y'all to come back and take our rights, investigate us, probe into our lives, control our lives? All the damn words that we speak, write down when we write letters, was conceived by white people. You go on your computer and you type in the wrong way of spelling something, it's going to correct you, and it's going to show you the way that the white people built that word. All the words, receipt. If you miss that I in that receipt, they're going to say, oh, they dumb. They ain't spelling it right. That's not correct spelling. They want it spelt the way they built that word. The Bible is the word. Each word that is written in that Bible, each letter in each one of those words described and written was conceived by white racist people. Get over it, people. We are living in a devil society. Everything that we have learned was conceived through their lenses. I love people like Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Louis Farrakhan, Dr. Khalid Muhammad. They changed the narrative. They did not want to be guided under the devil society rules and regulations and how the devil society sees stuff. Black people get it. Stop hating on them because they wanted to do something different. Just because y'all are okay with this society, don't knock us. Don't knock us.
But this is not anything that's any different than many years ago during slavery. If you ran away, you got caught. They didn't just kill you. They brought you back, and then they tormented you in front of everybody else so that they would get the lesson. Do not run away. And it's the same lesson now. Do not depart from what we told you. Do not think for yourself. And if you do, we're going to try to make an example of you so that other people won't do it.
Hell, everybody want to live a good life like these white folks living. But y'all got to realize something. They will never allow you to have that lifestyle that they have. They'll give you a season. They gave Michael Jackson a season. When they got tired of him, they started sending children to his house, and the children went back home telling people that he was molesting them. They gave the almighty Prince, very talented young man, they gave him a season. Then they killed him. They gave Martin Luther King a season. Built him up. Killed him. When they seen that white boy John F. Kennedy was getting ready to try his best to change their narrative towards black people, they killed him. This is the power of white supremacists. White supremacists is this thing called the law. And it starts with that president. He's the executive officer in charge. Then it goes down to the lower levels, supremacists, Senate, Congress, governors, state senators, mayors, judges, police chiefs, sheriffs, city councilmen. All of this is levels of white supremacy. And I think the only way we could do anything about this is we have to do like they did. Play their games. Disguise yourself, black people. If you want to run for a congressman job or senator job, play the role. Go in there. He and ha. And as soon as you get a little bit of power, do just like they done. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared of it. That's the only issue that I had with Barack Obama. He played their game. They gave him a season. And when he got that second season, when they renewed his contract for that second season, those last 4 years, this black brother had executive power to do any fucking thing he wanted to do. But he still wanted to play the game. But then again, he had a all-white breaded mother. That side of Barack Obama took precedence over his black side. So he went through that lens and kept doing things through the white lens. Those last 4 years, he should have put in rules and laws that these crackers couldn't have come behind him and overturned. They didn't do a good enough job on that Obamacare. They didn't put it in the law where nobody could have touched it. First 4 years, he was just trying to get white people to understand what he was about. But they gave you 4 more years. You couldn't have got 4 more, Barack. You supposed to have let it all go. You supposed to have went straight on and made sure you put in policies that was targeting all these hoods, getting all these people out of these hoods. I heard Bob Johnson say this on the Breakfast Club. You take all these people who live around here in these projects and everything. If they had this reparation money and they families had the money to get out of these hoods and go and build a different lifestyle for themselves and their families, we wouldn't have so much crime. We wouldn't have so many of our brothers going to jail and getting killed like George Floyd did. Over a $20 bill. If he would have had $400 or $500 in his pocket, he wouldn't have been killed. White people have access to that kind of money. That's why these white drug addicts or whoever they is out here getting drunk and getting high and shooting up and on these opioids, they just go rob their own family because they know they got it. They'll go to their mother's house and rob a whole jury box. Nothing is said about that. Nothing is done about that because they have access to more. You take a society who went 300 years, could be a little bit less than 300 years. They went 300 years of having not to pay any rent, no property taxes, no overhead, no labor. Think about it, black business owners. Think about it. You own this business, but you have to pay your employees overhead. Think about the money that you could save and put away in the empire you can build if you could work people for free. They just come and work for you and you take all the money. Only thing you get them some clothes that hand-me-downs, clothes that white people have worn and tired of, and they just give them to y'all to give them to your employee. You give them that. You get them all the scraps and the leftovers that your family don't want to eat. After you eat high off the hog. After you eat the shoulder strap off of that pig and the shoulder strap off of that cow. Get those Del Monte steaks and those prime ribs out of those animals. Then you turn around and give the black people the guts, the leftover, the ears, the pig feet. Ah.
Who needs a little love today? Who needs some love sent their way? Who needs love? Who needs love?
To all my people in the struggle, you think God's forgotten about you.